Morning, gang. These writing videos were going to be essentially when I started a new project or whatnot, and I suddenly realised that A, I'm not really doing any new projects outside of the camps, but also what might be a good idea is to show you, so to speak, the process. And at the moment, it's not going terribly well for Passport from South Pimlico. In the old days, if I had a fairly decent enough idea to me anyway, I could write a couple of thousand words a day. And lately, in the past year, a couple of years since I moved into this flat, I find writing very tricky to do in the home. I used to take the laptop out to a coffee shop and just sit myself in the corner and get on with it and write better outside the house because I wasn't distracted or worried about things necessarily. And then after the incident in London, I stopped taking my laptop out for fear of being, my bag being pinched or attacked with it. So this is the most I've written since November. South Pimlico is now on almost 31,000 words, and the target is 40,000, and I've got 6 days to do anything more simple. But last night I could only trickle out about 700 words. The story took off a week ago today, and to Sunday I did 3,000 words Friday, 4,000-ish Saturday, and about 2,500, 3,000 on Sunday, which helped. Unfortunately though, I've ruined the website in the sense that, as I say, you enter your daily total, or you enter your total as you go now, and the annoying thing about the website is that it shows you, the good thing is that it shows you what you do daily on the side, but the annoying thing is that it breaks it down, so like you do a bit of writing, say in the morning, enter it, and it will say April 20 whatever, 200 words, and then in the evening you get going and it says 7,000 words, and then it says you've done 7,000 words in the evening, and I don't know, there's something about it I don't quite like. The daily graph that shows you your daily writing totals like that is mostly not higher than 2,000 on average, and my daily graph for the word totals is below the line and now sits on it. Now I've ruined the website in the sense that last night I went to enter my writing total, and I think my writing total beforehand was 30,689, and that's relevant because amazingly my little bit at midnight took me to 30,989. So Muggins here thinks, well, I'll just have to delete the 6, put in the 9, and I thought I did and entered it, and all of a sudden it said, well done, you finished your nano project. I thought, what are you on about? I haven't done 9,000 words. What I did is the keyboard sometimes gets bits under the keys that don't press down properly, and so it said I'd entered a word count total of 2,300 whatever. So as far as nano was concerned, I had punched through my goal of 40,000 words and then some. So I quickly edited it, and it now says in the daily total, it now says in the session total minus 200,000 words or whatever it is, 200,600 whatever it was, and I got the notification through and everything saying, well done, your nano project. So now I'm not going to get the official recognition when I do actually finish it, or at least I have to wait until then to download the stuff, like the little badge. So, but the project is curious in the sense that I've given myself an idea that if I was taught at a university or a college or whatever how to do creative writing, I think it would work I think my projects would be better than they are. Now, I'm not big-headed. I don't think I'm a good writer necessarily. I just like writing stories. I have an overactive imagination, as anyone that knows me should hopefully tell you, amongst many other things. But doing a creative writing course, I think would, because I'm quite conscious of the fact that my writing at the moment is shit. I mean, I dread what a critic or someone would do looking at this story. I mean, I seem to have adopted, I look at stories I wrote a few years ago, like my James Bond in World War II stuff, for instance, even though that's fan fiction, and my third draft of the Ambassador story from 2010, which ended up being 125,000 words, and then I had to break off 5 or 10,000 more words to make the sequel novel, because this story was just going on and on like Michael Douglas's in Wonder Boys. And there's more writing to it. And yet this story, it's the same words. On constant, it seems. I don't want to tell you in case some of you do read this or think, my God, and you just focus on it and take away from the story. So, as I say, it's about 3 people flying a brand new but vintage plane from the 1930s, a Boeing 314 Clipper, and they find an island in the South Atlantic that's not on any of the charts. It's east of the Falklands and west of South Georgia, and a little bit south on a latitude, and they get stuck on it for various reasons. There's a little bit of trouble, and then hopefully they get away. I haven't written that, but the thing is, the story I've sort of backed into some kind of corner. I don't know what to do with the people on the island necessarily, and also I just can't I can't sit comfortably with my laptop, be it on this chair that I now have to use as a desk slash footstool. You can't really sit with it on the lap because in the hot weather. Small things compared to what other people are going through at the moment, but I'm in lockdown. What else am I going to do? And writing used to take my mind off things. So South Pimlico is what it is at the moment. It's not the best story I've put together. The idea is better than the story, I think. But it was done really more just to do a action thriller that's not what and away from what I usually do for my Nano, something relating to my Ambassador story universe. Or I think the next camp in July, if depending on where we are, we'll see about doing, pushing my third alternate history series book out, because it's 90 odd pages long, 60,000 words, and it so I've lost the thread of the story. I mean, I know where the story's going to go. That story is set in stone plot wise, but I've lost the feel of it, and I need to reconnect with it. So hopefully the next video will be about the end of South Pimlico, and we'll see if we can include some kind of like screen caps of the Nano page, my graph or whatnot, so you know what I'm talking about. So that's it for now.